Hello to everyone. So today the next topic will be there. The topic is printer only. That topic will be will be continued, and it was non-impact printer which I have to complete today. So in the impact printer, as I have told you, the non-impact in this, the head will be not in the contact of the paper. There is no direct contact with the paper, and in those kind of printer they are categorized, or they are said to be as non-impact printer. First of all, thermal printer. The thermal printer which is given to you, in this a special kind of page on which the printout is done is different than another normal printer. Means in this, only on the page the heating effect is given. Otherwise, heating effect means in the page is also different, very costly. Page is much costlier than the printer. Means printer is not so much costlier than as comparatively to the page, and in which the page is manufactured made up of wax material. Means just the heat is given to the specific area, and the means there is a two different type of page in the thermal printer you are going to get. One is a color page and one is a black and white page. The page is in the white color only, but when the printer gives the heat effect to the inside the page, the color used to come out. The like black color, green, red, means two type of page. As I have told you, this is a color page and this is a simple page, means black and white. Okay, black and white. So now when this page is color page is very much costlier. Both page seems looking like a white only, simple plain page. By seeing you can't differentiate between them, but when the heat is given inside the page, as like this is a character should be printed A, B, C, D, whatever, then in this location only black color will come out. Means by giving the heat effect, there is no use of the toner, there is no use of the cartridge ink is not used or refilled inside the printer. Only the page itself is having their ink inside the manufacturing. When the page is manufactured, that time only that kind of chemicalized ink is already there. When the heat sensitive chemicalized ink, when heat is sensed by the page, the black color, the color will come out. But that particular color will come out as the amount of the heat which will be absorbed by the page. So like this only printing in the color, means in the color also different red, blue, green type of color will be generated. When it also depends on the different heat pressure given on the page. So this is a different type of page, and you can also say it like that, only thermal printer is the printer in which there is no need of filling the ink, or ink cartridge is not there, because the page itself is having a different varieties, means different quality and costlier. So normally you are not going to see this thermal printer nearby you. And just if you will get this kind of page, whenever you will come in contact with this kind of page, or you will see, you can give the pressure with your hand also, and you can draw a line over it. You can have a line over it, means just scratch it and the color will come out from the page. That page is chemical, by the chemicalized process the page is manufactured. Now come on to the inkjet printer. In the inkjet printer, what else are there? Yeah, in the inkjet printer, okay, in this dot per inch, when the ink is in the inkjet printer, when the ink is thrown with the jet, what do you understand by the jet? Jet is a small pores, small hole through which the ink used to come out, or thrown with the pressure, through which the ink used to thrown with the pressure at the perfect angle or direction. Okay, so in which this is a toner. In the toner, small dots used to be there, which keeps on shifting on the page, and according to the diagram or according to the image which has been performed or plotted over the page, the ink used to come out as the instruction goes to it. And with the dotted parts, like when you are throwing a water and anything throwing, in that many water or liquid droplets used to be there. So that droplets is very much tiny when the ink is thrown, and that tiny droplets combine together to form a character, letter, or any structure or any diagram. Okay, so that's why we are calculating it by the DPI. As much DPI it will be, that much good quality of images will be formed. Okay, so understood about the inkjet. In the inkjet, ink toner used to be there, in which liquid ink is filled. Liquid ink used to be there, which is thrown with by spraying it through the jet pores. That pores are there, through which they are jetting it outside on the page, and the diagram is drawn. So inkjet also understood. Laser printer. In the laser printer, with the help of the laser, the page is heated up, and in this there used to be cylindrical. They used to be cylinder over which the paper used to be roll inside, and here the dry ink is used in the laser jet, whereas when with the help of the laser, the page is charged properly, that portion of the page is charged properly, where the image or any character has to be printed. After charging it, that goes under through dry ink. That ink get attached with get stuck with that charged portion of the page. Like this is a page, and I have charged it this much area, and I have charged it like okay, I have drawn an apple. So this much area I have drawn. Okay, so this much area has been charged by the laser. Okay, and you can't see that after charging it, only that attractive charge particle will be stuck to it. So ink is there. In ink is that particle which get stuck with that charge area, and when it gets stuck with the charge area, this drum is heated up, too much heated up, and then with the heat, that ink which is over the charge area, that is permanently settled over the page. Now it is called as this is a procedure of printing any structure or image on the paper. This is full phenomena of how the laser printer prints any image or prints any character over the paper. So what I told you in this first process is that they are taking the page inside, and after taking the page inside with the help of the laser, the amount of information which has to be printed, that area has to be charged by the laser. After charging, dry ink will be stuck to that charge area, that charge portion where the structure has to be drawn, or where the information is there, means textual or design, any kind of design. And after stucking, when the dry ink will get stuck with that charged part, that charged portion, the drum will heat it, and after heating it, that will be permanently fixed to the paper. That ink will be permanently stuck or fixed to the paper, and it used to come out. Then you will move a hand over the ink, then also ink will not be coming out, will not remove so easily. Means that ink powder has been permanently stuck on the paper, and you can see your information which is written on the paper. So like this, the mechanism are there of the dry laser. Inkjet, liquid ink is there, and in thermal there is no ink, there is no toner, there is no cartridge. There is only a paper who is responsible for printing or showing the different color of ink. Okay, so this 3 over. Now come to the plotter. Some points I have written on the board. This point is very much important. See, plotter is used for who is using the plotter? Architecture, engineers, and pattern making, for especially designing structure of the building, bridges, for especially those kind of application. you might have heard about the computer aid, okay, developer. Means a CAD is a software which used to design any machinery things, any structure, any design, art, okay, any object in the 3D form, in the 2D 3D form, structural. You can rotate it and you can see it, okay. So this kind of application, when you draw something for printing out in the hard copy, you need a plotter, okay. So for printing out in the process, so this application will be combined, attached with the plotter, and then high graphical quality image or design will come out on the paper. So plotter is having there are three types of plotter. Okay, first plotter, flat bed. Just you have to keep the page over it, and the pen used to be there in the, especially in this cartridge, and the ink toner used to be there, ink used to be thrown over it. But here the pen, like you are having the pen, the similar pen used to be there, which is held by the machine, and it used to sketch over the paper, move over the paper. So pen used to move in the flat bed, the paper is kept straight and the pen is moving over the paper. And like this, in the paper, you no need to roll the paper, or paper doesn't move anywhere. Pen used to move over the paper by different portion. This type of flatbed plotter used to be there. Drum plotter, in which page used to roll under the page used to be inserted inside the plotter, and cylindrical like structure on which the page used to roll over it and move forward, and pen used to write. Means in this, colorful pen is also there. Different colorful pen used to be there for designing the, or taking out the soft copy to the hard copy, converting the soft copy to the hard copy. With the help of the pen only, it used to generate or design any different kind of high quality of graphics, okay. So drum printer, drum used to rotate clockwise also, anti-clockwise also. Means if you are writing here something, you can write it here also something. If you are writing here something, directly you can you can pull your pen upward direction. Means sometimes clockwise drum will rotate, the page will go down for the pen portion, and if drum will rotate anti-clockwise, the pen will go upward direction. Means pen will be at its own position. Due to the rotation of the drum, the shifting of the page will be there at the position, okay. So this is a drum printer, similar like a laser print. In the laser printer also, drum used to be there. As I have told you, cylindrical like structure, the drum which get heated up and gives the pressure on the ink which is over the paper, and due to that only printout is done. Similarly, drum printer is plotter is there, but pen is there. In this plotter, pen used to be work for printing, okay. Pen refilling used to be there. Pen is having the ink inside that. So same structure like a pen is there. Electrostatic plotter. Electrostatic plotter, in this, laser used to come focus on the page, and very poor. Means this is called in this, the quality of the printout, graphical quality is not so good. Means in this, you can comparatively you can say that the quality pen is not so good, because no pen is used. In this, pen is not used. In this, two pen is used. In this, only ink toner is used. When you are with the help of the laser, similar in this laser printer, the laser just charge that area, that paper, and after charging the paper, the ink is thrown. Means that powder ink is stuck over the paper, and then the printout is done, okay. The poor quality means why poor quality we are saying? Because if by using the pen the quality comes properly, but by not using the pen, by only using the ink, it depends on the electrostatic charge, how much the paper has been charged by the help of the laser. If the charge is less, the ink will not get stuck over it. Means the quality, the color, the image will not come properly, can't be seen also, possibly. And in inkjet plotter, in this also no pen is used. In this also, remember always in flat bed and drum plotter, pen is used. In this, color pen is used also, but in both no color pen is used. In this, ink toner is used, and in this also ink powder is used. No pen is used. Work line like a drum plotter only. It work like a drum plotter means in the drum plotter how the of course in the drum plotter I know that pen was used, but all the mechanical work is done similarly like this only in the inkjet, but pen is not used. Instead of pen ink is used. Okay, so inkjet, ink, whenever word come inkjet means ink used to be in this liquid ink, in this dry ink, in this liquid ink, as you know that in this dry ink, in this liquid ink. Okay, similarly in electrostatic when the dry ink used to be there, because the dry ink powder is when they get magnetically charged, then they attract or attach with the that portion where the laser gives the charge on the paper. So the charge particle, with the charge particle this ink particle get attracted and stuck over it. Similarly here there is no dry ink, liquid ink is there. It is thrown over the paper with the spray. So jet, with the spray, that jet through the high pressure in the perfect direction. So I told you about the 4 different type of plotter and how their work are there, what are the difference between them. So today non-impact printer also over. Now next topic next video I am going to give you about the you might be knowing about the speakers, different type of speakers. These are the output devices. Since whole printer is the output device, it is a single topic, as I have told you, and I have covered you in the 2 different videos. And then after robotic machine is also output devices, means the instruction which is in the computer is given to the part of that machine, and that machine does the work. Similar that's why it is called calculated or classified into the output devices. All the robots are output devices. Finally it is prepared for giving the result, isn't the result? What is the result? Output portion. Okay, when you are doing and pursuing an exam, that is a processor, that is a processing portion. Okay, and when you are learning something, that is inputting your information inside your brain. This is a real life example how you are learning portion is the input information, and giving the exam goes under the process, and final result is the output process. Similarly the robot is made for only doing the action, and that is included into the output devices. So on the output devices also I have completed today. Input already was over, output completed, and the storage, just next video you are going to get the storage, how many type of storage are there. These all are calculated in the peripheral devices of the computer. Okay, so one topic is left, it will be in the next video. Thank you very much.